Baraka Familia in Swahili. In English, peace and blessings, family. It's Janelle, and you tuned in to We Got to Do Better. Um, today's subject, today's topic, I want to rap with y'all about loving on yourself and choosing yourself. So I'm gonna name this topic. I haven't even written it down yet. I'm just going off the cap. I'm gonna name this topic. Um, Either choose yourself or lose yourself. Um, so I came up with that concept and that theory or that phrase more so because I was thinking about the concept and the ideal of love. You know what I'm saying? I personally feel like, when we fall in love with people or when we fall in love with each other or one another, however you want to put it, um, a lot of times if things hit rock bottoms or things fall on the short end, you know what I'm saying? People oftentimes lose themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I was just doing some personal thinking and you know what I'm saying, just wrestling with certain thoughts and stuff like that and ideals and fundamentals and things of that nature. And I said to myself, well, damn, how do you avoid those things? Because we are human, you know. And personally, I came to the conclusion, I said, well, simply you just gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself more. You gotta choose yourself first. You know why? Because self-love is more important than anything. So if you don't have this self-love, you know what I'm saying? What can end up happening is um you try to pour love into somebody else and you start building around somebody else so much that you forget about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can never allow times to be so hard that um you choosing other people over yourself. You have to choose yourself first. You know what I'm saying? You have to love yourself first. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know, no shots or no shade to anyone, but I think it's more of a weak mentality to choose and love others over yourself. You have to love yourself first. Um, I identify that more as strength. That's strength. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes there comes a time and a point where you have to choose yourself. It'd be like, okay, your relationship or yourself, because the relationship can be the thing that's causing you to be on the verge or on the edge of losing your mind or losing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't got self, then what do you have? So it's almost like moving from it's almost like a independent state versus a codependent state. You know, I would encourage people to move more toward the independent state. Now, I do want to put a quick disclaimer on it, just to let it be known so that words aren't, misplaced or mistaken in any type way. Um, I'm specifically speaking for like, um, if you're in some type of toxic relationship or a relationship that isn't serving you or um, a relationship where you're not getting, I wouldn't say the better half, but your fair share. You know, you have to choose yourself or you will end up losing yourself. So you got to put yourself first. You know, lastly, I want to say if you are in a good relationship and stuff like that, these things I don't think apply to you too much, but you still gotta love yourself and choose yourself first. Um, and I felt the need to talk on that, um, harp on it just a little bit, um, because it's kind of weird and strange a little bit, and I'm actually formulating thoughts, and these is all fresh thoughts as I'm going. You know, um, it's like even with um, like psychology and all of the intellectuals and stuff like that. Um, it's like all throughout life, you know what I'm saying? People have always chosen what hurts them most over what makes them feel happy. You know what I'm saying? And I've always sat back and tried to analyze that and take that in and um, hear out the different perspectives and um, the different theories, the different ideologies and stuff like that, the different studies and stuff like that, and actually just take it in and say, damn, you know, what do this leave me at as far as um, understanding this thing? Um, and I'm personally at the conclusion that it goes into self love. Um, And I know a lot of people say, well, you know, it's easier said than done, but we gotta get off of that, and we gotta do what's easier to just do, like not postponing things, you know. So um, yeah, we gotta get it right, man. We gotta get it together, man. That's why I named this that, you know. Yeah, we got to do better, you know. But before I lose myself and lose y'all, um, yeah, we just gotta go for it, man. And we gotta remember love. You gotta love yourself, because that's what this all boils down to. You know, for instance, if you love yourself and I love myself, why would I want something that harms me, hurts me, or something that puts me in a state of mind to where I'm feeling like hurting myself or hurting someone? In any way, shape, or form. The hurt doesn't have to be physical. It can be emotionally, it can be mentally. Words hurt people. You know what I'm saying? They say words hurt and last longer than physical scars, touches, and bruises. You know, so yeah, like so I revert all of these things back to self love. They all take me back to self love. You know, and I want to just be open as I'm already being. Um, this is something even I myself had to work on. Um, Getting that confidence back right after the confidence had been broken and um, throughout relationships and stuff like that, and just building it back up and saying, you know, I love me so much that I refuse to. I wouldn't say not so much settle for less, because I think those words is like over, you know what I'm saying, over esteemed and overvalued or whatnot. Um, but you gotta love yourself so much that um the same way you would wanna love on somebody that you say you love and treat them right and treat them righteously, you gotta want the same for yourself. And you gotta do that and be that with yourself and then reflect it. You know what I'm saying? Um, so saying all of that to say, you know, even I myself, I had to get to that point. And I'm at that point now. I ain't shaking or breaking. And I just say that humbly, not even arrogantly, nothing like that. But I'm not shaking or breaking. Um, um, you know why? Because I know what it feels like um, to be broken after some type of emotional breaking or heartbreak or something like that, and to be broken after that. I know I know what it feel like to um to go through the little phase where You know what I'm saying? You got to show your hurt and all of that, and it's so visible that it's so on you that it's so visible. You know what I'm saying? Some may call it like a walk of shame or whatever, but it's life. You know, we go through it and stuff like that. You got to pick yourself back up though. That's what strength is. You know, you can't lose yourself. You can't allow these things to break you, but you could allow them to make you into a better individual, into a better person. You know what I'm saying? Even into a better judging person. You know what I'm saying? We need discernment as well. Um, um, so yeah, man. I'm a prime example of what it is that I'm speaking about as well. You know, nobody is excluded. Um, but you have to love on yourself though. You know, in all aspects, even even if you're working, and even if it just means just making time for yourself, self-care, self-love. You got to do these things if you say that you love you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either you choose you or you lose you. You know what I'm saying? And if you know, like I know, once you lose yourself, it's very, very hard to come back. If you come back, because there's many cases where people don't come back, they stay lost. You know what I'm saying? So um, it's just my piece for the day. It's the words of encouragement and whatever else you want to call it that was on my mind today. I said, man, I gotta speak it and put it out there. Um, Hopefully this touched someone. Um, Hopefully it connect with someone. You know what I'm saying? I'm always open to hearing the different perspectives, the different outlooks, the different views. I think that's beautiful. Um, and all in all, man, that's my piece for the day. Peace and blessings to y'all. Love.